greatest of friends right before my parents disappeared. Ah, so this is one of your rich friends. Richer than ever. Oh, Stacy, look at that. Look at those rags you're wearing. I think it's actually quite cute. Ah, this orphanage has changed you so much. Please, come live with me. I can't, not without my friends Peggy and Bridget. All right, then they can come with us. After all, these girls deserve a life of luxury, don't you agree? Oh, yes, certainly. Father, can you adopt some friends for me? I think I know who. Wait a moment. Am I really? Yes, Peggy, you are going to be adopted into a rich family. Did I just hear I'm getting adopted? Yes, you, me, and Peggy are all getting adopted and living with my friend. Stacy, this is the best day ever! All right, then it's settled. But once we reach my house, you three need to change your clothes. These clothes are so old. Yes, most of these were made in the 1850s or 1880s. No wonder they have patches and such. Don't worry, you three will be in the best and finest clothes known to man. Peggy, look how lovely I look. Yes, it's lovely. Peggy, what's the matter? You've been acting quite strange since we arrived here. I'm just not used to this kind of attention. You best get used to it. Oh, this is going to be lovely. Look, I feel like a princess. Yes. Where are your rich clothes? Oh, Stacy and her friend are still picking that out. What about this? Oh no, what about this? Oh, Stacy, this feels like old times. Yes. This is the happiest day of my life. I know my father's orphanage is very nice though, right? Well, not exactly. There's a woman who runs it who is absolutely evil. Evil? In what sense? Well, she's rude to us and calls us brats. Stacy, I'd just like to inform you, you are not them. What do you mean by that, Diane? I mean you are not an orphan. Not anymore. Things are quite different since I am an orphan. Speaking of being an orphan, what happened to your aunt? Nobody can find her adoption certificate. She was adopted. Why, yes. In that case, I hope they find her adoption certificate soon, so you don't have to worry about those two anymore. Actually, those two are my friends. Friends? You're friends with them? Yes, what's wrong with me being friends with them? Stacy, have you seen them? They act like this is all some sort of luxury. This is just common for us. Listen, there shouldn't be a difference between us and them. Well, there is. For one thing, we don't have to worry about getting jobs at our age. And another thing, we don't have to worry about going to the street markets. I've been to the street markets. They're quite nice. Stacy Hale, being an orphan really has changed you. We are still friends, correct? Oh yes, we are still quite good friends. It's just, being an orphan has changed you. In a good way or a bad way? I'm not going to say. It might ruin our friendship and you'd have to go back. That's true. I'll be seeing you. I don't know, it's just, everyone's been giving me strange looks since I arrived here. Strange? In what way, Peggy? Well, it's just, everyone seems to look at me like, I don't know, jealous or something. Well, if I were a servant and I found out a fellow servant of mine was getting adopted and living in this type of life, I'd be quite jealous myself. Here, Peggy, try this one on. No, and what's this around the chest? Lace, silly. It's supposed to be for decoration. I think I'll pick my own dress. Thank you, though. Come on, I insist. All right, fine. But if it looks silly on me, I'm changing. I feel a little silly, sort of like a grandmother. The hat. I told Diane not to give you the hat. Here you go, Bridget. What do you think of your hat? Oh, this is all wonderful. I feel so rich and gorgeous. Because you do look rich and gorgeous. Can I show her to her room? Oh, yes, of course. I'll stay here and chat with Peggy. Yay! Just an FYI, I don't trust you, and I don't feel very comfortable here. Likewise, but you are Stacy's friend, so there is a small amount of trust with you. I don't know you at all. I barely know if you were actually good friends with Stacy or not. Oh, if only you were rich, then you'd know the answer. Do you think I chose this life? Do you think I chose to be an orphan? Do You think I chose to be left on the streets as a baby? No, I was just stating. You know what? I don't like you or this life. You don't like being rich? No, I don't. This dress feels ridiculous on me. And I prefer to work to get things I want. Too bad. You're going to live like this for the rest of your life. Oh, I'm telling your father I want to go back to the orphanage. You mean you're trading life as a spoiled rich girl in this type of life to live as a crummy orphan rag? Yes, so, and I have a duty. I must take care of all the other girls at the orphanage who weren't lucky enough to live this life. Fine then, but I don't really care where you go. But I'd tell Stacy where you're going. Stacy, I need to talk to you. Oh yes, of course. About what, Peggy? I'm going back. I don't like her or this life. Peggy, we can work this out. No, we can't. I'd much rather get things the way I want to, with hard work. All right, Peggy, if you insist. Go right ahead. But I wouldn't take Bridget with you. Bridget loves it here. Yes, I know, she's quite happy. Stacy, don't think it's because I don't want to be your friend anymore. No, I don't see any offense to our friendship at all. It's just I don't think this is the best place for me. Or the best idea, really. Farewell, Stacy. It was nice knowing you. Goodbye, Peggy. I'll promise to visit the orphanage whenever I'm allowed to.